Live, where we speak with satellite and mobile connectivity thought leaders about the future of communications. My name is Lisa Dreher, and I am your host for the day. And I'm really excited to introduce our guest for today, Maxime Puteaux. He is the principal advisor at Euroconsult. Thank you for joining me today, Max.
Hi, Lisa.
It's so great to have you here. So, we invited you here today to talk a little bit about the Euroconsult event that's coming up in Paris called World Satellite Business Week. So, maybe you can give us a little bit of background on World Satellite Business Week and yourself.
Yeah, so the conference is dedicated for executive and C-level delegates, and it's really a mix of panel and conference discussion and a marketplace where people actually doing business in a single location downtown in Paris. We have been organizing it for the last 25 years, and this year we'll celebrate the 26th anniversary with specific surprises for delegates.
Ooh, very exciting. And what about yourself? How did you come to be a principal advisor at Euroconsult?
So my journey at Euroconsult started right after graduating from university as a part-time intern, and within a week I realized that it was a perfect fit for me between being in the middle of business, markets, and consulting decisions. So so far I've been having a very smooth ride at Euroconsult, now managing our space consultancy team, focusing on upstream topics of the industry, so hardware and in-orbit services.
Fantastic. It's wonderful when we find our perfect place. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what World Satellite Business Week attendees can expect at this year's event. And by the way, the dates for that event are September 11th through the 15th, correct?
11th, correct, yeah.
Okay,
So
great.
delegates can expect this year a comprehensive range of discussion about each segment and vertical of the space industry, ranging from very upstream topics in manufacturing, constellation, optical terminal for interlink satellites, down to value-added services, end user requirements, flat panel antennas, agriculture, forestry use cases. It's really like the place to be to discuss the satellite industry market needs.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of ground to cover in a short few days. What can you share
It is.
related? Yeah. So, what about keynotes? Are there any really great keynote sessions that we can attend while we're at the event?
So we have 200 speakers, mainly taking part to panels, but we have very high level and exclusive keynotes. We'll have one from ESA Director General Joseph Aschbacher. We'll have one from ITU Director General Secretary, and considering the upcoming World Radio Frequency Conference, her keynote will be of interest. We'll have some amazing fireside chat session with Amazon Cooper, with Tom Choi, and we also have newcomers that are on the edge of our industry, but are definitely big customers. And for example, we have a discussion with ESG director, which is using satellite data for its ESG compliancy, and participate to the conference. A wide range of speak and high-level speakers.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So, will some of the results from the research that Euroconsult has been doing recently also be shared with the attendees? And can you give us a sneak peek at any of that?
As usual, all the keynotes and presentation from Euroconsult will be made available to our delegates. This is part of the world experience, and I can already tell you that we'll have interesting figures on the evolution of the satcom markets, which is experiencing interesting trends in capacity size, but also in pricing competition, and looking at other segments like access to space or Earth observation. We will also have a very and out of out of the press very new figures about the market trends, and this is something which is very much valuable to our delegates.
Ah, yes, indeed. I can't wait to hear. So, what about some of the main trends that you'll be focusing on during Satellite Business Week, World Satellite Business Week?
So it's a long name,
Yeah.
but we like it. If I had to summarize it, I would take four topics. Financing, definitely ongoing topic of discussion, but of course the parameter are changing. Because of the inflation, because of increasing interest rates, some projects are experiencing more difficulties or are looking for new funding schemes. So financing is definitely an area of interest for the conference. Constellation, mega constellation are now a thing. We have now two NGSO system providing broadband connectivity for broadband for consumer broadband. So it's definitely something that which is no longer a theory, but which is now discussed, and where there are new contender which are about to enter. Access to space, one of my favorite one, but one of the most concerning one at the moment. We are actually in a scarcity phase, and people are struggling to get access to space despite the record the number of launches taking place. So this is a concern for people which are looking to reach orbit, and of course the changes in market share where newcomers are now taking over on the incumbents, and you have the also incumbents trying to answer and to fight back. So definitely all the four topics will be very much discussed within the week.
Great. What about some of the topics that users of satellite services should really learn about? Are there particular topics that you'll be focusing on that will be really relevant for users as well, and some of the challenges that come with using mobile satellite connectivity?
I mean, affordability of the Satcom service overall, it will be definitely discussed. Flat panel antennas are now being installed on both aircraft and other mobility system. And the price point or the supply chain issue of such services are something which will be discussed, as long as the quality of service, also of course the evolution of the supply.
Okay, so last year, World Satellite Business Week sold out. Do you still have available space for people if they haven't signed up yet?
It's getting tougher and tougher. So we sold 900 tickets today. And we have almost only 100 left before the conference. So I would recommend definitely potential delegate to rush out and book their tickets. Otherwise, they will be left at the entrance of the conference.
Yes, and just as a reminder for MSUA members, you receive a 30% discount on your World Satellite Business Week registration. So make sure that you go to the member portal on our website to get that discount code. If you're not already an MSUA member, well, why not? And if you're interested in becoming a member and getting discounts on great events like World Satellite Business Week and many others, be sure to visit msua.org. So had to put that little plug in there. But as we kind of come to a close here, what are you really hoping that the delegates that attend World Satellite Business Week wind up, feeling, knowing, understanding as they're leaving the conference this year?
So, for us, a successful delegate experience comes with a mix of on-site experience, but also the knowledge that you will bring back to the office and back home. And we expect very clear and open discussion, which will trigger new business opportunities, and deals are actually made at the conference, but also new market trends that people will be able to bring back and feed into their own business and plan the year ahead.
Fantastic. Okay, so how do we register? Where do we go to learn more about World Satellite Business Week?
you go to worldsatellitebusinessweek.com and you register as soon as possible. Otherwise, you won't have your ticket.
Okay, sounds great. Well, Max, I want to thank you so much for making time to be here today. And I also want to take a moment to thank the Mobile Satellite Users Association for hosting these sessions. You can learn more about the MSUA and that discount for World Satellite Business Week at msua.org. And we'll see you next time on MSUA's Game Changers Live. Thanks, Max.
Thank you, Lisa.